The trailer for Clint Eastwood's new film Hereafter was released, and it's a film I'm extremely excited about. I believe Clint Eastwood's the biggest film icon alive at the moment, and I'm a huge fan of his. Hereafter is a story about three people who are touched by death in different ways. It stars Matt Damon as George, a blue-collar American who has a special connection to the afterlife. On the other side of the world, there's Marie, played by Cecile de France, a French journalist who has a near-death experience that shakes her reality. And when Marcus, a London schoolboy, loses the person closest to him, he desperately needs answers. Each on a path in search of the truth, their lives will intersect, forever changed by what they believe might or must exist in the hereafter. The film's set to be released on the 22nd of October this year. Writer of this film, Peter Morgan, told The Hollywood Reporter it's quite spiritual material and quite romantic too. Director Clint Eastwood said to MTV that it's a story that's actually three stories of people who have had traumatic experiences in their life and how these stories converge towards one another. It ends up with all three stories culminating in one big sequence. He compared the structure to French films where the stories kind of converge together and destiny drives each person towards the other. Matt Damon is George Lanigan, a factory worker and a reluctant psychic. Cecile de France is Marie, a French television journalist who survives a tsunami. Lindsay Marshall is a drug-addicted single mother. Thierry Neuvec is Marie's husband. Bryce Dillon Howard is a woman with whom George tries to start a relationship with. It's got massive producers behind this film. This Clint Eastwood directed film Hereafter. Steven Spielberg is on as executive producer. It's got Frank Marshall and Kathleen Kennedy on as producers, who are the two biggest producers in Hollywood. And the cinematographer who's shooting this film is Tom Stern, and he's shot pretty much all of Clint Eastwood's films since Bloodwork, which include Mystic River, Flags of Our Fathers, Letters from Iwo Jima, Changeling, Gran Torino, Invictus, and he's also shooting something that Clint Eastwood's directing next, which is a biopic of FBI director J. Edgar Hoover's life, focusing on his scandalous career and controversial private life as a homosexual and rumored cross-dresser. And it's called Hoover, and it's been directed by Clint Eastwood and written by Dustin Lance Black, and being shot by Tom Stern, who shoots all of Clint Eastwood's films. On my excitement meter, this film is really close to a 9, 8.8. I'm really excited to see Clint Eastwood direct something similar-ish to Sixth Sense in the supernatural thriller genre, and I find him to be one of the most masterful directors alive at the moment. And Matt Damon is an incredible actor, so I'm really excited about this film Hereafter, due out on the 22nd of October.